Ladies and gentlemen, Lenny March here for Machine MMA. I am here with Taylor Henderson at a beautiful Roker Rough House. Taylor, how are you?
I'm great, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Good to be joined by you off the back of a fantastic win there last time at Machine MMA. Talk to me a little bit about that. How does that feel now we're looking back on it, assessing it?
It was a pretty dominant performance. I mentioned in the post-fight interview that Josh and Ross obviously being fantastic coaches, taught us through everything, and then obviously I was able to go and get the win submission in the second round.
Yeah, Joshua obviously training at Machine MMA. Quite a tricky customer, wasn't it, to sort of to get in there with? But you mentioned their dominance. Was that the performance that you were looking for on the night? Clean, went out there, took hardly any damage, got a submission victory. You must feel like that was as good as it could have went.
Yeah, I mean, it's the perfect fight, you know what I mean? I took one leg kick the whole fight, and I done what I do. I just tear people down and I finish them, you know what I mean? That's what I look to do.
Your grappling is quite superior. We've seen that in quite a few fights. 3-1 now, if I'm correct. So talk to me a bit about that, because obviously you're going on to fight Owen Jubb in November 15th. Talk to me about 3-1. That must feel good, because your trajectory in your career is looking good. So, so far, 3-1. That's a good little record thus far in amateur.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
And you're finishing these guys.
Yeah, it's confidence building. All my wins are subs. Obviously, I've lost one decision, but you know what I mean. It happens. You're fighting people at amateur. You're gonna make mistakes. But it's good confidence to go into each fight. You know what I mean? I'm 2-fight win streak now, so it's if I can get the third, then I'll go on to fight the top guys. Take a little bit of time off. Come back next year and fight the top people.
Is that what it's all about for you for amateur? Getting these. I don't like to really call them fights in amateur. I like to call them lessons and taking them as they go on. Is this the next, all these fights for you, just sort of lessons, whether you win, you lose, it's just getting this artillery basically of when you get ready to go pro, it's, you've done all these sort of, fights.
Yeah, some people do rush to go pro, but it's I'm in no rush. I'm 20 now, you know what I mean? I've got years to do it. Obviously 3-1 coming into my 5th fight, and I've been really active this year, but I definitely want another 2 fights. I want to fight the top people, and you know what I mean, titles. That's the aim, is just to get better each session, reflect on each fight, and then get better and fight the best people.
You mentioned their titles, so let's talk about it. November 15th, Battle of Belts, fantastic show, going to be the Fed Gateshead. If you haven't got your tickets, make sure you get them. Taylor's on the card. He looked fantastic last time, November 15th. It's going to be a great fight. Firstly, title on the line. That must mean a little bit, mean something to yourself. You mentioned there, that's what you want. You want titles. How does that feel, heading into this one for the Machine MMA silver title?
Yeah, it's a good feeling, you know what I mean? I think when people who don't train look at people with titles, wow. But you know what I mean? Now it's just the only focus. I've trained for a few years now, and I just want to get in there, fight the best people, and get the titles, and obviously on the line. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look to get the finish and get the title.
Absolutely. Owen Jubb, quite a tricky customer in terms of there's not much to read to go about him, so you don't know what to expect on November 15th. Just talk to me a bit about that. Obviously training out of MTK Newcastle, fantastic gym.
Yeah, they've got quite a few amateurs coming out, you know what I mean? They've got Stevie Lee, who's obviously the main event, and he wouldn't be the main event if it wasn't a good gym, you know what I mean? Yeah. They've got good coaches, they've got good amateurs who's coming out, obviously other shows they've had them on. So yeah, I've got loads of profiles in Roker who Southpaw, Orthodox, so I'm ready, you know what I mean? I'm ready to go.
November 15th, how do you get your hand raised, and basically how do you do it on November 15th, and you come home to Roker with that championship around your waist?
Just heavy wrestle. I love me grappling, you know what I mean? I've got a good striking coach in Josh, and I've got a good grappling coach in Ross, so either or, I want to get the submission, you know what I mean? That's the main goal. I love grappling, so that's why I'm going to take him down and finish him.
That's it. There we are. Taylor looking for a submission victory November 15th. It's going to be a fantastic fight. Taylor, pleasure.